Well, now joining ILTV to shed some light on this controversy is Simon Plosker, editorial director at Honest Reporting. Simon, thank you so much for being with us today. I mean, we've seen tremendous criticism over the killing of Al Jazeera journalist and Hamas operative Anas al-Sharif. What can you tell us about him?
So, I mean, all I can really tell you about him is what the IDF have released, which is that they say they have the intelligence to say that he's the head of a Hamas terrorist cell. The evidence certainly looks compelling. They show him on a list of Hamas operatives in the northern Gaza Strip brigade, complete with his military ID, his serial number. They've got him on a Hamas list of operatives' injuries. They included him in a Hamas phone directory of the Nukhba battalion, including his code name. So, there's a lot there, and that's without all of the other circumstantial evidence, such as his unrestrained delight on October 7th, the photos of him with Yahya Sinwar, for example. So there's that, and that's only the stuff that the IDF have said that is declassified. So given that the IDF has been all over Gaza collecting intelligence, one can imagine that they have a lot more on him as well.
Certainly, certainly. Now, Israel stands accused of killing at least dozens of journalists, but what's the reality here? Because time after time, we see that some of these Gaza-based reporters conveniently are also active in Hamas or Islamic Jihad.
Absolutely. I mean, I think we need to say, first of all, Israel does not deliberately target journalists who are doing a genuine job. Who they are targeting are people who are moonlighting as journalists by day and operating as terrorists by night. And unfortunately, there are quite a lot of them. And we're not talking just about people who work for well-known outlets such as Al Jazeera. There are plenty of Hamas-affiliated or actually run by Hamas media outlets there, other terrorist organizations. Islamic Jihad has its own media outlet. Hezbollah also has its own. We've even seen, for example, one journalist working for Western media who is now working for the Houthis, for their own media outlet inside Gaza. So it's really very, very clear that it's impossible to be a journalist, an independent journalist inside Gaza without having to work with Hamas, who of course rule over the Strip.
Certainly begs the question, what exactly is a journalist? And yet we see these rumors about what Israel is doing repeated all over the international media ad nauseum. What do you think that the international community should do in response to this really cynical abuse of journalism this way? And what role do networks like Al Jazeera play, especially given the fact that we saw similar tactics like with Hossam Shabat, another reporter of Al Jazeera, who it turned out was a Hamas operative?
No, absolutely. I think the role of Al Jazeera here is key. A Western audience may be very familiar with the English language network, which at least tries to present itself with some sort of credibility. But Al Jazeera's Arabic outlet goes way beyond that. The network has effectively been a Hamas supporter since way before October 7th. No media outlet has played a more significant role in promoting a Hamas-friendly narrative than Al Jazeera of what is going on inside the Gaza Strip. And even now, Al Jazeera is being treated in the same way as the New York Times, the BBC, despite the fact that it is Qatari-funded propaganda. And this latest incident involving Al-Sharif is basically being used by Al Jazeera to promote a narrative in advance of Israel's operation, or at least its proposed operation inside Gaza City. And this is that Israel is attempting to, I suppose, silence voices in Gaza in order to cover up its crimes. This, of course, is not the case, but unfortunately, this is the narrative that's coming out right now. And Al Jazeera should not be treated as anything other than propaganda.
All right, well, we will continue to keep you updated on this story. I want to thank you, Simon Plosker from Honest Reporting, for your information today.
Thank you.